This is TNT Sports' Adam Summerton, and you're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
This is John Sander. You're listening to Three Fish on the Shirt.
Hello, welcome to this week's Three Fish on the Shirt. As you can tell, we're pretty bouncy today. Hi, Steve.
Hi, mate. How are you doing?
The day after the night before. What a night! What were you got to say to me?
Oh, well, I'm just about come down and recovered, but what a game! What a night!
Man. Unbelievable! Absolutely,
You'll never see a match like that again, with the penalty shootout and everything to go with it, and against the biggest club in the world.
Yeah,
I know they're not doing great at the minute at United,
Yeah.
but it's Manchester United, isn't it? So
yeah.
unbelievable.
I think I said it on the radio after the game. The fact that night was on a scale of kind of us beating Everton when I was 10. And I never thought I'd get that kind of feeling again because the ground's not got as many in. But likelihood of getting a big team like that at home is minimal, especially one you haven't seen them play. And the only team we haven't played is Man United, and there it is in front of us. And you think, we might have a chance.
That's it.
But let's rewind a little bit and talk about the whole experience. First of all, welcome everybody to this week's Three Fish on the Shirt. It's another extra. We've got just the packed. We've dropped either really lucky or really unlucky in that it's our 50th anniversary episode this week, which was we released on Monday, and it's fallen in the same week as we're playing Man United. So everything good has come in a short space of time. And it's been absolutely mad. So this is, I think, third episode in 6 days or something, isn't it? So
Yeah,
we do our best. But two good opportunities to slip a midweek version in while we're talking about this game. So welcome to everybody. Really appreciate you tuning in, which you're doing in increasing numbers, which is fantastic, and it gives us the impetus to keep doing it and try and make it better all the time, in keeping with the club's ethos of go on, improve every day.
Yeah.
So
continuous improvements.
Yeah. So just talking about the day, how were you feeling yesterday? What was the day like for you?
Oh, it was a long day waiting for the match, if I'm honest. I was excited. And then I said to the wife, I says, I'm nervous as well for some reason. She said, I know you are.
Nervous and excited. Nervited, we used to call it.
Nervited. And then, and then looking forward to it. And, absolutely couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to get to the ground, really. And all day I was just waiting for it to happen. And then it all of a sudden, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's time to go.
Time to go. I was the same. I was thinking, I'm nervous because I'd love to win, but I don't want us to get walloped. And if we give it a good go, I'll be happy. And we always think that, don't we, until we get to the game. Fan zone was buzzing. You could just tell there was an air of excitement, wasn't there? We had some love, by the way. We had some lovely feedback from a chap in the fan zone who I've got no idea what his name was. Apologies to him if he's listening. He lives down south. He approached us. I thought he was going to ask us for the time or something at first. And he said, are you the podcast guys? And I've got some feedback for you. And I thought, oh, God, what have we done? What could we be doing better? And he's just really loved your 50th episode. No, thank you very much. And you had some nice feedback from somebody you know as well. So that was a nice little bit of positivity. But it was rammed in there, wasn't it? And there was a buzz.
There was a buzz, yeah. It was good. Early on, we got there at sort of 6:45, didn't we? And then was sort of having a drink, and then getting excited. The camera came in, and it was all started singing.
Yeah.
And we thought, here it's here. And then my mate texted me, said the queue to get in is halfway down to Grimsby Road. We're like, oh shit, better get down there.
And we were early for us. I mean, getting in sort of 20 past 7, weren't we? Which is what 40 minutes before kickoff. And
20 past 7, yeah.
Even though we were doing that, it actually got all the way to Grimsby Road, hadn't it? And the word on the street was that there was only one turnstile open for the pontoon. I just think, what? Anyway, they got 3 open, and it moved pretty quick, didn't it, at the finish?
Yeah, we got in at 7:30 as per plan, and got the program, which is excellent program.
It's smashing, isn't it? It really is good. I mean,
brilliant.
We effectively paid £3 extra for it, and it's a £5 to buy. So I don't think anybody's been diddled there, have they, on the extra?
Oh God, no! It's a proper commemorative program, that.
Yeah. And we kicked off, and we should have. I tweeted this earlier on. Check out our Twitter at 3fish on the shirt. That we did our shirt giveaway. So Kyle, the chap that won, selected a mini kit for his daughter, Harriet, who's absolutely adorable. And we met up with them in the pontoon before the game and gave Harriet her shirt, which you'll be able to see on the screen now. And ever such a sweet little girl. Town season ticket holder. What a night she must have had as well. Christ, that must have been brilliant.
Yeah, she looked made up. She had a home top on, didn't she?
Yeah.
Already. So now she's got the second, the away strip, third strip.
The third strip,
on,
so that was kind of a great start. A nice thing for the podcast to have given something back, and thank you to Car Services, who we did that in association with. Jeff, thank you, and Karen, thank you for your help with that. We then it was into all weeks here now, and United and Town came out from the tunnel, and I think one of the first things you said to me is, "I'm pleased they're playing in red."
Yes, I know. I said to Lucy earlier, I said, God, I really hope they're playing red. She goes, well, there's no reason why they shouldn't, because we're playing in black. I said, I don't know, but sometimes
I was thinking
playing different strip and
green shirt or something like that. I was worried about
I know.
You feel like you're actually playing Man United.
I can always remember somebody telling me once they went to watch Brazil play at Wembley, and they came out and they were in. They weren't in the normal yellow.
Blue, didn't they?
It was a blue, yeah, and they were like, and England were in a normal strip, and they're like, why are Brazil playing? They need to be in the goldy yellow tops, and he said it didn't feel the same.
It detracted, Man U fully adorned in their red and white. They had to change the socks because of the clash with ours, but other than that, it was pretty much their strip, wasn't it?
It looked good.
Next thing that was noticeable was pretty strong lineup, considering that most people were talking about under 18 side, youth team. It was pretty big, wasn't it? The squad that we.
Yeah, I did a little predicted team, and
you were pretty close, weren't you?
I wasn't far away. Yeah, the young lad at the back, Fredericks. I didn't have him in. I think I had Mason Mount starting, but I had the rest Dorgu, and then there was backline of the Dallo, Ugarte. So I wasn't far away. And Sesko, I think I had him in. Yeah. But it was a strong team. That was a strong team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Surprised me because and the bench, when you looked at the whole squad, you recognise nearly every player.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Man United squads before in the last season, the benches, and you look at them and you think, don't know any of them, a lot of them. Exactly. So I think they were scared.
Yeah, I mean, so their opening lineup was Onana in goal. They had the 3 at the back: Frederiksen, Maguire, and Heaven. And then Darlow was the sort of wing back. Mainu, Ugarte, and Dorgu was the other full flying wing back. Diallo, who was arguably one of their better players last year. Cunha, who was a star at Wolves, has just signed as their number 10. And Sesko just signed for 75 million, which worked out, I think I worked out something like 20 years of Town's playing budget, and they said 30 on the telly. They were saying 13 years of Town's turnover. So that just puts into perspective the gulf in financial clout. And as a friend of the show, Kieran Maguire, who's agreed to come on again, he's just on his holidays at the moment. He's going to come back and see us when he gets back. Said it's not just David v Goliath. It was David v Goliath, David v Goliath and his bigger brother, and a load of his mates from a flat roofed pub, which I thought was quite amusing. As a starting lineup with a £73 million striker, you're thinking, well, if we get out of this without a battering, actually we'll have done okay. And then the game starts, and my immediate thought was, and I'll put this to you, was I'm not noticing a massive load of pressure from this gang like I would expect. It feels like we're playing another League Two side.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought that there was nothing special, but that was a lot down to us for putting pressure on them.
Absolutely. And I think another thing I will say is a lot of the press has been about how shit Man United were. And I think a lot of that had to do with how much we wanted it and how much we took the game to them. And I think that, there's quite a few people who've actually gone, do you know what, though? Grimsby made them look shit. But there's obviously the tabloidy stuff's all about how shit Man U were. But we were fantastic in that first half.
Yeah. I've bought a paper today, and a lot of it concentrates on the Man United aspect of it. But we were absolutely immense. And we said it earlier, didn't we? It's 11 against 11. Yeah. And if they don't want it as much as we want it, and we've got the skill, obviously haven't got the skill levels and Man United players, but you've got to want it. If you don't want it on a Wednesday night at Blundell Park.
Well, yeah, and a wet Wednesday night at Blundell Park is not.
Very wet
Wednesday. It was never going to be cold, but and there was no rain forecast. But bloody hell, it came down, didn't it?
Yeah, just at the time when they was trying to get back in the game, wasn't it?
Which probably was better for us. But first half, we're in control, and we're looking at each other thinking, "Wow, this is incredible." And I said to you, didn't I, before the game, if we score, the roof's coming off, and to be putting new roofs all around.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'll just say the noise levels. I don't think I've ever heard it that loud.
Oh yeah, I remember you were kind of looking at it going, "Gosh, this is loud." We were asking them to take that end off the pontoon again, weren't we?
Literally, my ears were ringing this morning.
Let the noise
like I've been to a rock concert. Yeah. And then you come out and your ears are
temporary threshold shift, as I referred to earlier.
That's the one.
Yeah. And so we were asking Polly to take the side off again, so just drop the noise down a bit so we don't end up mutton
put some holes in it. She said that, didn't she?
Did she?
Did you hear about what she said about the atmosphere?
No.
She just it was a quick interview with him and Jason. Jason, and she said she'd been to Champions League finals. She's been.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's never known an atmosphere like it. Yeah. At Blundell Park last night.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant she was suggesting putting holes in it. I was going to say no, I hadn't heard that.
Oh no.
So send 3 informants. We're off to a dance. We get to sort of 20 minutes and we're more than holding our own. We were commenting, not much action up at the pontoon end where Man United were attacking, and the Man United pair in midfield got into a bit of a mix up on the halfway line. Ugarte was it, and Dallo. In nips Greeny, and what does Greeny do when he gets the ball now? What's his role? Get forward. Greeny gets
towards goal,
and he gives it to. Surprise! By the way, we didn't talk about the Town lineup. Cam Gardner was the surprise inclusion.
Yeah, so the lineup we found out was in the fan zone. Yeah, Gardner was in. Yeah, KB was on the bench.
Yeah,
and we were very surprised.
Warren in for Tharm, Sweeney back to left back. McEachran, we'd expect him holding in midfield. Green and Corey in the middle. Vernam and Burns wide, which has pretty much been the pattern, hasn't it? And then Gardner as the striker, but that was a bit of a shock. However, what an inspired change, because he was like a man possessed.
He was fantastic. He got on the BBC website I think he got the highest score, got man of the match.
Yeah, he got the sponsors man of the match as well, I think.
Sponsor, I think, yeah. He was fantastic last night. And the same day he gets called up for the England. Scotland.
Oh, God, we'll have the Scots ripping into us now, Steve. They'll be writing in.
Scotland under 21s that he got called up for.
Yes.
On the same day he started against Man United and nearly scored.
Yeah. And he knocked the ball out to Burns. Burns put a beautiful cross in. Many on the TV thought, Vernam's took a touch, that'll be the chance gone. But he absolutely leathered it, didn't he, into the near post, which again, strikers normally finish the far post, is more to aim at. Chance of it bouncing, if it bounces out, that it comes to somebody else running in and all the rest of it. Went for the near post, and Onana couldn't get near it, couldn't get down quick enough.
No, couldn't get down quick enough, and it's a lovely strike. But keeper should have saved.
There was some force in it. No, there was some force in it though, Steve. He's not getting to that quickly, is he? He's not getting down to that quick.
With his right foot as well, wasn't it?
No, yeah, there was that. And but yeah, and at our end, it's just like roofs off. And like you say, Blundell Park is absolutely rocking at this point, isn't it?
Oh, it was. That was the loudest I've heard it. Honestly, it was. Yeah, definitely. And he celebrated in the corner, didn't he? Where his family was.
Yes, I saw
his parents
that. Yeah, you can see him. Now I've seen it since I've heard that. You can see him pointing to him and shouting and what have you. And then you expect that that'll wake him up and we'll be struggling then. But no, we just carried on the same, didn't we? Kept forcing corners. Goodness knows what the corner count was at half time, but I don't think Man United had one until the second half, did they?
No, I can't remember now. I think it was well into the second half until they had the first corner.
Yeah.
We said about it, didn't we? 67th minute or something. So, yeah.
So, absolutely ridiculous amount of effort put into that first half. And then rewarded. I can't remember, there was an offside, a goal disallowed for handball. I can't remember if it was before the second goal or after. The Gardner one where it's his arm.
Yeah, that was before the second goal. He went in and off his arm, and it was disallowed. So that was the second time we had the ball in the net.
Yeah, we couldn't see that, could we, from our end, what had happened. So it was,
not really.
It was interesting to see what happened when we got back home. And then we get a corner. Burns and Vernam do their little two shuffle routine, which interestingly, Man U were shitting themselves about. Apparently, you said was it you that told me they were practicing them before the game? Somebody told me. It might have been Mark in front of us then, was saying that they've been practicing set pieces. Because I said to him, why? Because they haven't had any. And he went, no, they were worried about ours. Worried about how many touches we'd had in the box and all the rest of it. And he said, yeah, they were worried about it. Anyway, for good reason by all accounts, because they absolutely just didn't deal with that cross, did they?
No, absolutely went straight in. Onana came out and didn't get it, fumbled it, whatever. There was a hint of handball in there. They were saying about if it was in the Premier League, the VAR might have reviewed it and it might be disallowed, but it's not the Premier League and there's no VAR. So hard look.
And I heard somebody else, it was an ESPN American feed piece, and it was about they've got this guy and he's Scottish, but he was an American, a Man United fan, and he was saying, regardless of that, he says, if we're relying on VAR to beat Grimsby, then we are really struggling. And he said, and bear in mind the goal later on should have stood. We'll come back to that. But not only did Onana not get there, he didn't even get in the same postcode as it, did he? And in fact, there's an argument he took Harvey Rodgers out as well.
That's it, yeah. And he's just, I don't know. He could have stayed on his line. He might have had a better chance.
Probably would have.
But so it fell to Warren. It came off Warren's shin.
He looked shocked, didn't he? He was like, it's gone in. There's nobody there.
He's looking around to see if because I think he knew there was a bit of handball in there.
There was him and McJanet looking around at the. They were like,
what? We got a second goal against Man United.
Yeah, and then they were off.
Because he's ex-Man United, isn't he?
Yeah, and of course I'm going goosebumpy talking about it now. And we were just like bouncing, weren't we? In the other end, it was like chaos, absolute chaos.
To see that score on the scoreboard, Grimsby Town 2, Manchester United 0.
as we didn't know at that point, was you ain't seen nothing yet. But
Yeah.
again, plenty to go through. So we then kind of just continue on. We're still getting chances. There's very little at Man United up at the pontoon end, and we get to half time at 2-0, and we're absolutely buzzing at half time. I think we're sat there. I didn't move at half time. I just stood where I was, thinking.
No, I didn't. We didn't. We normally go somewhere, don't we?
Yeah, normally go for a drink or go to the loo or something.
We were sort of doing this, weren't we?
Yeah, pinching ourselves. We expected to wake up and go, "Oh, it was all a dream." But the fact was that at that point it was, well, whatever happens in the second half, it's been a fantastic night, and this is, we wanted to get a goal, we wanted to get to lead 2-0, even if they come back and beat us 4-2. That's what's expected to happen. We can at least on that, and yet there was still a sort of optimism. But there was once the lightning started, there was kind of a weird atmosphere on the place. That it was that I got told off when I got home for saying surreal on the radio too many times because I kept saying it was surreal, but it was surreal.
It was a bit because with the whole that under the lights, it's against Man United.
Yeah.
We're 2-0 up.
It's concentrated.
The rain came in, the lightning, the thunder. Yeah. It's like, I don't know about thunder. There was lightning, but it was like, this is what's going on here. This is like.
Well, my good lady messaged me, and she doesn't normally message me when the match is on, but she'd decided to follow it.
Yes.
Once she got wind of what was going on, and she said, the universe has gone mad. And I went, I know, and the weather's joined in. And she went, that's what I meant. It's like Town are winning 2-0, and the sky's emptying itself. There was a point. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, my wife was watching it as well from 2-1 when we were 2-1 up, and I mean, she never watches football, and she was watching it, and she couldn't believe how good it was.
I've not seen anything yet, but I'd love to see somebody in the back garden, close to the ground, with a sound coming from outside. Hearing that. But that was I wouldn't have liked to have been in that position, but the situation would have been amazing to hear. Anyway, so the rain come down then, and there was a point where you're thinking, hang on, there's water splashing up now. Is it gonna still be on? And I always thought the way the rain came down, it probably would have disappeared as soon as it went, and it didn't go quite as quickly as I'd hoped, but it did go at the finish, and all was well. And we looked to be trying to get to the point where we push it out, but Man United toiled and huffed and puffed, but really struggled to put anything on us. But with 15 minutes to go, and Mbuemo manages to get on the score sheet. I think we were pretty knackered by then, weren't we? We didn't really close him down. He just kind of ran and had a speculative shot.
I'm just going to say at half time, we were saying they're going to have to make changes.
Oh, yeah.
United.
Oh, yeah, I've forgotten about that bit.
So half time, 2-0 up, and who comes on? Bruno Fernandes, Brian I can't say his name.
Mbuemo.
Yeah.
And Marcus
Delete. And Delete.
Yeah. 3
massive players for United.
Yeah. And then they also brought on in the second half on 64 minutes Mason Mount and Xerxes with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah. Poor Casemiro had to sit on the bench watching.
It's not good enough. But no, it just shows you. So then the team you're playing against is pretty much a full strength Man United team, isn't it?
That was what when they came on. It was pretty much full strength, and that team, the team who finished the game, will probably start at the weekend.
Probably start in the reserves tomorrow night in the Central League.
Yeah, I don't know. Pick the team though. It'll be the new manager, won't it?
Probably. The Grimsby Reaper is in the halls of Old Trafford. Taxi for Amorim.
So and Bomo got the goal back, didn't he?
And then you thought, oh shit, didn't you? Because then you're thinking, does that put the doubt in the players' minds? Does that make us backpedal more and put more pressure on? And it kind of did, but they didn't really do it with it. We just had bodies in the way, and I thought that they were just superb. They were just fantastic. Tyrell Warren was getting in front of everything.
The goalie was excellent. Him.
Harvey ran himself into the ground until he got took off.
Harvey Rogers.
And he brought Henry Brown on as well, which I was quite surprised about.
Another surprise, It was a few surprises last night, and I don't know if they've don't know. He's bringing players on that Man United don't know anything about.
Well, there is
you know
that.
what I mean?
And he brought KBR on 73, Churi and Brown on 64 to give Greeny and them a rest. A duo came on and Staunton. But that's our bench this year. We've not had a bench with players of that quality on for a long time, have we? So we've been struggling with the juniors. And if you think about other seasons, we've had an all right starting lineup, but the rest has been like the revolving door of Premier League untapped young talent that they don't know what to do with. And sometimes you get a good one, but it's probably 1 out of 5, isn't it? Really, before you actually get somebody who's decent. And this season we've got more players. And bear in mind that Walker wasn't even on the bench.
Yeah, but Brown came on and he was good again.
Yeah. No, he was brilliant.
He's not phased, is he? By anything. And Gardner. So we had at that point we had three academy players on with Curry, Brown, and Gardner. Yeah. So,
and Alan Smith on the Sky commentary was saying, sort of midway through the first half, he said, "I'll be honest," he said, "if I'd just been parachuted in to see this now, I'd be wondering who was the Premier League team and who was the League Two team." And he said, "That's the biggest compliment I can give to Grimsby."
Heck. Yeah. Well, I think I said that during the game. I said, you can't believe that they're Premier League and we're 3 leagues below them. Yeah. It's just.
Right. I thought with the red and white socks, it could have been like Morecambe or someone, but I didn't hear it at the ground. It must have just been so loud. The town fans were singing "Are You Scunny in Disguise?"
Yeah, actually, in the commentary on ITV, the commentator said about Grimsby. Oh, Grimsby like their fishy songs and all that, but they do have another sense of humor where they're currently singing "I Use Stockport in Disguise."
All right. Okay.
And I thought at the time, wasn't he stuck there? We won't sing that. No. And then just after it, he said about Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
I thought,
he'd be thinking from the Manchester angle, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but then I think he must have got pointed out to him pretty quickly. Like, we won't be singing that. It's Scunthorpe in Disguise.
And then with a minute to go, old Slabhead gets his head on a corner, and we're just deflated. Like, oh shit, it's penalties. And and my heart of hearts, I thought, 11 Premier League players should be able to outwit our players with the penalties, and we go to penalty shootouts. But
well, I just say I felt at the time. I was just thinking about it today when they got the second goal. I was disappointed, but I'm thinking it's still. I'm not too. If it goes to penalties, it's still 50-50, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was actually still not too down.
I think for me it was the fact that it was totally undeserved and we should have won. Oh, and by the way, we had the Gardner goal that was disallowed, which certainly on Sky they were saying because Harry Maguire played the ball deliberately. He was trying to play it, that it should have been onside.
Yes. Yeah.
And what a finish, by the way.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him. He went in and it turns out it should have been a goal.
We should have been 3-0 up. And again, the ESPN team also talking about this. So with that and the sitter that we missed with Burns, it looked like he might have handled it, but it hit him on the chest, didn't it, the defender?
Yeah, but that should have been 3-0.
Yeah, it should have been buried. We could have been 4-0 up and would not have been able to. Nobody would have been able to say didn't deserve it.
No, we deserve that. Yeah.
So
penalties.
with that background, the equaliser was a bit of a punch in the guts because it was just so undeserved.
It wasn't deserved, and I thought, but it's still had a great night.
Yeah.
And to feel gutted against Man United.
Oh no, exactly. In the context of the night, we could have won. But anyway, we get to penalties, and the first thing I said was to you was, "I hope it's this end. I don't think I can cope with it being the other end."
Yeah.
And sure,
so it must have won the toss.
Well, one thing when I got home to watch the shootout, and I don't know why, because we go every week and it's just our ground, and you take on TV. Our nets look fantastic. The black. Well, somebody commented. There was a thing on. I noticed it last night because under the floodlights and with the bright light, and from the other side, there's the black stripes with a bit of white and a bit of red, and a
Mhm.
nice tight box shape on them. And I thought, God, they look really smart in that. And the colours really stand out. And somebody on Twitter put them on and said, these must be the best nets in the football, you know. And I thought,
knee
well,
rubbing.
and that must be the other geek, because somebody else thought the same.
There's not two of you.
Yeah, no, there is. Unless I tweeted it last night before I went to bed and forgot, and then read it today. Anyway,
Moving on.
moving swiftly on to the penalties. So we get first pen, so that's good.
Yeah.
And oh God, there's no way of remembering the order.
You're not going to remember the order.
I'm not going to remember the order, but the first one we
missed our
third
one.
Third one, Udua. Bless him.
Yeah.
I felt for him because it wasn't a bad penalty, was it? It was decent, and Onana sort of put his trailing hand up, moving away from the
decent save, yeah.
And it wasn't a bad save, to be fair, especially considering the ones he got his hand to later on. Somebody called him with his poppadom hands. So, basically you put it there and it just shatters and the ball goes through. But no, on that one he saved it, and Adieu was disappointing for him because it was like his first big action with Town. He's playing Man United in his debut and he misses a penalty. But then Cunha missed for United. Good save by Pim. Probably not the greatest penalty in the world, but you can only save what's in front of you, can't you?
Yeah. If that was their fifth penalty.
That was there. Yeah, if he scored, they were through, weren't they?
They were through, yeah. And that was because we'd missed our third, scored a fourth, I think.
That's right.
And then they were taking their fifth, and then
So
they would have been through.
Saved by Pim, so we're back in it then, and kind of you feel like the momentum swings back to us then because we're taking them first. As long as we score, the first one that misses, you're out. So we then go through the entire team until we've got Pim versus Onana and vice versa for 10-all, and then we had Cabias come and took another one. A lot of talk today about Sesko going last.
75 million
pound striker who's not prepared to put his hand up. And I said in reply to one of those comments, in stark contrast, by the way, to Jay's Cabia, who's missed 2 penalties on the trot.
And he stepped up.
First
twice. One, yeah.
Well, he didn't have any choice the second time, did he? But with the first, they had to go in the same order.
Just on that, like we obviously won the toss must have won the toss to take the penalties at the pontoon end.
Yeah.
And then we get to take the first penalty then, I guess.
I always assumed it was the other way, that you won the toss, you chose the end, and the other team chose the...
Yeah, we definitely took the first penalty, didn't we?
Yeah. So
he steps up.
We're back to Kabir, he takes it, so he gets the 11th. They score again. I think Fernandez was first for them, wasn't he? And then Burns for us made it 12. And then...
Fernandez when he scored his penalty, he just looked like he's like, what? I don't know why. He just his manner is cool, obviously dead calm. Yeah. But he just looked like pissed off. He's like, what am I doing here in this rain?
We've probably missed a layer of one of these out because we're on 12 now, aren't we? For Burns, and the first 10 were covered, and 11. So 10. 12. Yeah, so there must have been another one we've missed. But in those extra ones, then steps up and Buemo at 12-11 to make it 12-all. And it's the bar. I mean, that's it. It's all over. There's a great bit of commentary where Chris Dorks on ITV on the main news was stood in front of the pontoon waiting for the shot from the side, and you can see it behind him. Yeah. And he waits till the minute it's been taken, and the minute it's the bar, he starts his piece to camera. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I must admit, I got confused because I thought it was another one. But we had to go another one.
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah.
And I looked across at the all the players that were lined up, all the all the teams, on the touchline there. There was absolutely loads. I've never seen so many people lined up, and they all Town officials all started running on the pitch, and I'm thinking, no, it's not over yet. And then you said, it is. I'm like, oh,
well, I was just absolutely, I lost it. I was filming the pen, Mboimo pen, but the outcoming footage, you can see the pen at the bar, and then it's just like upside down, right way up, and all the rest of it. Just one other thing from the shootout, I noted. Christy Pym saved from Cunha. Mansfield fans staying back at Everton to watch it on the screens, almost treating him like one of theirs still.
Right, that's great.
Singing
that,
some song about he's our keeper and he keeps a clean sheet or whatever. And, it was nice to see the warmth for their ex-player.
I mean that would be the same. I think if we'd lost, our goalie was saving penalties against Man United.
Yeah.
For them to watch it in a brand new stadium as well and stuff. It's why not?
So, the other thing mentioned yesterday, Steve, was that they mentioned on ITV that they've been looking at some of the podcasts, and we know there's a 2 in 3 chance of it. They've had a look at us.
Yeah,
we don't know which, but
the co-commentator on ITV, yeah, she was very good. Lucy Ward, I think her name was, and she mentioned she just says, I've listened to a couple of podcasts before the game today, and the positivity of the fans, and you can see it in the podcast, the way the club are going. And she said, I got a good feeling about the match, and I was like, oh, 2 podcasts. So hopefully it was ours, Lucy.
And we actually got the interest of TV yesterday as well, in our own way. In that a very very strange scenario. We got contacted through social media by Sky TV's German commentator, who was commentating on the German version of Sky, who were carrying the game. And I don't know whether he'd had he said an appointment crashed or something, so I don't know whether he meant he was supposed to not be doing it and then was doing it, or he had an appointment to talk to somebody about the detail of the players and what have you for Town, and that hadn't gone through or whatever. But whatever it was, he was in a last minute panic about understanding, Town's lineup and get a bit of context about the players, where the club were at. He spoke to the N35 about the history apparently, and wanted a bit more on the players. So I duly obliged. So he actually messaged me during the game. I think his message at halftime said, "Good God," and we've asked him to come on, so we're gonna make it happen.
Good God,
Uli, if you're watching or listening, we're gonna hold you to that promise to come on the show and tell us a little about your experience of watching Blundell Park. As per Adam Somerton said, sometimes happens on the European feed games. They're not actually in the ground; they're actually in the studio somewhere. But yeah, Uli Hebel is the commentator on Sky Germany, and he said they're actively encouraged, if they've got used something like a podcast as a source, to actually mention them on Sky TV in Germany. So I'll have to find out what 3 fish is in German and understand it. It'll be some long word that's got a lot of aggressive sounding, hard R's, S's, and T's and things in it. No doubt.
I'll have to find out that Lucy Ward, I'm sure that's her name. She's on Twitter or something, and see if it was her. That was
yeah. So and I see there's quite a few other people that ended up on TV. There's a young lad who we wished happy birthday to at the end of the episode. Rio, hi Rio. Hope you enjoyed last night.
Rio.
He was interviewed with his mum on BBC Breakfast News this morning. I see Charles Vernam was on this morning.
Charles Vernam was on this morning, and being interviewed. I got that. Watched that. That was quite good.
David Arthur.
He's a Man United fan as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Christy Pym after the game? He was interviewed on the Sky interview. They said to him, "How are you feeling?" He went, "We said I'm a Man United fan, so I'm a bit gutted actually."
Yeah. And somebody else. I didn't see that. No, I heard that. But there was another. Who else was a Man U fan? There was 3 players, I think. Town players.
Amorim was one. He said he'd retire if he got to play against Man U, didn't he? That's probably why we didn't play him. I don't want to keep him playing.
Well, they're all young men, aren't they? So they're only 15 years ago. They're kids.
Yeah.
And they're going to support somebody. They're going to, why not Man United?
Yeah. Anyway, so no, I think in them circumstances they're absolutely delighted. A bit like Phil Jevons, who was a massive Liverpool fan, wasn't he? But
Yeah, somebody got to support somebody. I mean, you're not going to get Man United players supporting Grimsby, are you? But
no, I noticed that we were apparently trending on social media as trending number one.
right.
One of the things Uli said to me before the game was that if Grimsby win, and this is right like at dinner time, if Grimsby win, it'll really mean a crisis in English football. And I thought, yeah, it kind of will. It'll more for Manchester United, but yeah, it has pretty much rocked everything because they've been referred to as their worst humiliation and all this, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
To the point where
never been beaten by a League Two club, have they?
No,
Ever
no.
in the League Cup.
No, in the League Cup, yeah. And Amorim's getting hammered for playing with his tactical things in the second half.
His magnets.
Yeah, his magnets. Yeah, bitch, magnets. For any Breaking Bad fans, that's a key line from the show. Yeah, and then for not looking when they were taking the penalties, and somebody likened it to his Wally with the Brolly moment. Like Steve McLaren.
I don't know. He doesn't watch the penalties anyway. In Premier League, he didn't watch Bruno's penalty, did he?
No.
And he can't even watch corners.
Neither did Bruno.
Yeah. We was all ready to catch the ball, weren't we?
Yeah.
With his penalty, but yeah, it was what a night.
But the place we went from like the final whistle going, it's been a normal sort of end of match scene to like the place was just full of people.
Yeah, and
Crazy,
then we stayed in the ground to listen to the draw, didn't we?
All the people that were on TV today, Hannah Dawson, who regularly appears on the DN35, who I chat to often on social media or when I see her in the ground. She was on Sky this morning. She was on Sky News talking about town. So everybody gets a bit of spotlight on the town. It's fantastic.
It'll be on TV tonight, won't it? I guess on Look North and Calendar.
All sorts of, but typically, all the things came out around the fish puns, and I think you sent me one, didn't you? But also the values of the relative squads was something like 800 million for Man United and 3.1 million for Town.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is,
I'll say that their strike force that started, if you Cunha and Sesko, was 130 million.
Yeah.
And Cunha, sorry, the guy I can't pronounce,
Mbuemo,
65 million. So that's 200 million pounds worth of strike force that couldn't. Well, he did score, but
You mentioned Mbuemo's name. There was a
Waymo.
There was an opportunity this afternoon that just got my creative side going, and it was relating to John Tonder's post. And I forget what the original post was, but I'll have to find the. See what you think to this. You'll either think it's great or you'll think it's proper cringy. Are you ready for this? John Tonder says there was a nice picture of Blundell Park in sunshine, and it must have been sort of like 6 o'clock or something because the ground's empty and there's one or two people kicking about. And it says the calm before the storm, and then somebody else has put and it was thunder and lightning. I put Blundellian Rhapsody, thunderbolts and lightning, very very frightening. Dilly dallo, and bueno.
See, no, that's good. I like
that. Oh, no, Miss a penno, and bueno.
Yeah, that's quite inventive.
Magnifico. I thought it was pretty good to come up within 2 minutes. I thought Queen Riff, GTFC, Three Fish.
Yeah.
And
we are the champions.
Yeah. Oh dear. So just a little bit of spark of creativity there. Wouldn't want to sung it in the ground. But then the manager interviews were really interesting. David Artell was really. I saw the Sky one. You be able to tell me what you saw on ITV, but the Sky one, he was talking about. We're asking him about how do you keep calm and keep the pressure. He seemed very calm, and we're used to this, so we know he's like, just say to the players, I'm trying to make them learn. I'm here to help. I'm not here to rant and rave. He said before, I only rant and rave at a myth I don't run about. He says if they're trying to do what I want to do and they don't do it right, that's something different. But come on, and they're asking him about the penalties and all that sort of stuff. And he said, "What is a penalty?" was the thing I calmed him down with. What is a penalty?
I didn't say that.
What do you mean? And he went, well, what is it? He says, it's a psychological challenge and it's a technical challenge. That's it. No more physicality, no more running around, no more nothing else. So let's take the psychological bit. You're going to walk up, you're going to be shitting yourself, you're going to have butterflies, you're going to feel worried, you have sweaty palms. Don't worry about that, that's normal. That is what you should feel like. So you can put that to the back of your mind. Then it's a technical challenge. Do you back yourself to stick a penalty in? Yes, just go do it. And Phil Jones, who was on, said, and Joby McAnuff on Sky said, "Oh God, what a great!" He said some managers come out after the game and he said they took a load of crap and you don't believe a word of it, and you don't even think they believe a word of it. He said, with David Artell there, I thought I really believed every word of it, and I believed he did. And Phil Jones says, "Do you know what? More than that," he said, "I don't know about his pre-match speech." He says, "But if I'm a player and I'm in the dressing room, I want to be in that position with him." And I'm thinking, "Oh fucking hell, we don't want to have people talking like this about Artell." So I'm worried now about Artell.
Yeah. I tell you what, just one on Artell, when he first came to the club, some of his interviews and that, I know Lucy said it was a bit clunky.
Yeah.
And he was a bit and all this, and he wasn't great. And she said last night in his interview, she said, "God, he's improved so much."
Yeah.
Talking and that's just I don't know. It's a confidence thing, and you know, obviously I think he's a confident bloke.
It's like your new job, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
and
he's
thinking everything you say.
But he's so much more eloquent now, and a lot more confident, and you know, comes out with some good words. And I'm sure the interviewers don't know what the words are sometimes.
Amorim by contrast. Very dour, wasn't it? I mean, I just got in the car about 10, 15 minutes after leaving you, and I heard it on TalkSport before they started trying to ring Andy Goldstein and take the piss out of everybody. And the thing I picked up from this is the players have spoken very loud of what they want. I took that to mean they want him out. Other people seem to do it differently, but I've seen some other people today who said that's what they thought. They're not having him, and they want rid of him.
Yeah,
so.
that's how I entered. I saw the interview, and I was quite shocked. I was like, "Oh my God, he's basically a resignation sort of speech." But you know, the players don't want me here.
But if he goes in the next week or two, that's the Grimsby Reapers having that one. I'm telling you, we're claiming that one for the Reaper.
That's the biggest. That's number one on the hit
top,
list.
Won't it? It'll be top of the list. I mean, if he goes anytime in the next 6 weeks, I'll probably still claim it. But we've already had a director of football. Shrewsbury's director of football got the chop after they lost here, didn't he?
Yeah, there's many a team got lost managers stuff losing to Grimsby.
Yeah,
but we want to focus on us really if we can. To be honest,
absolutely. But yeah, it was really noticeable. And then the kind of Wally the Brolly comparisons of him sitting in the dugout doing now.
And doing his playing operation or whatever it was.
Oh well, I've seen all sorts today. There was I'll put an advert out on Twitter. It says, "No wonder." Oh, now we know what he was doing, and he's got the Aldi catalogue, and he's looking for Aldi catalogue.
Was it Charlie Austin on Sky that he was saying? I'm sure it was Charlie Austin saying that I used to use the magnets and the boards and all that for when I had a team of 8-year-olds, but not Manchester United.
Yeah, and the others were saying, never mind that. It says, if you're having to look on there to see where the spaces are against Grimsby, and I'm sure they didn't mean any disrespect, but it probably was. You know, why are you doing that on that? It's just ridiculous. So it's a real low point for a minute. That's the
it is, but credit to David Artell again. He was praising him up, saying what a great coach he is. He's a fantastic coach. You know, and he always does that.
He did say that before the game as well. To be fair to him, didn't
he?
Yeah, he was so the managers' union was very much in attendance, wasn't it? So we hung on for the draw, and we got Chef Wednesday away, which was kind of a so what? We're still celebrating tonight. Bit of some false starts when we had a big cheer as we were trying to watch it on my screen, sort of probably a little bit delayed, and we thought thought we got Liverpool and Newcastle, didn't they?
Yeah, Newcastle came out on your phone first, and there was a big cheer gone up. We're like, "God, that'll do," and then it was not, and then Chef Wednesday away. That's not bad. It's not.
So it is what it is.
Probably go to it. To be honest, it's not far. It's a chance to win, get in the fourth round.
And Shall see, and they're in a bit of bother themselves, aren't they? The chances are it's going to be a bit of a boycotted game again. No one there, so
it's a great chance to get to the fourth round.
Yeah, exactly.
So more money.
Another thing that Artel said after the game was, we were unbeaten in the league and what have you. And he says, but you were unbeaten all season, regardless of it, not just the league.
We are.
I know. And
unbeaten all season.
We played Man United, we're still unbeaten. Because I thought that today. I thought, what a shame. Because normally you have a good start to the season, you don't lose. If you came up against Man U last night and lost 1-0 to a scabby penalty or something, you'd be dead chuffed, but you'd still be a bit pissed off that we'd lost our unbeaten record.
Yeah.
It'd be called the unbeaten league record then, wouldn't it? But to still be unbeaten after having played Man United is unbelievable.
I bet the TV guys thinking, God, we got the right game here tonight.
Oh yeah, it must have been amazing. I mean, Artel said again afterwards, and we've alluded to it earlier. We should have been out of sight in 90 minutes. We should have won it.
Yeah,
shouldn't have gone to penalties. However, as a spectator sport, I mean, it's worth if you win, it's worth every penny, isn't it? And we'd have probably said the same if we'd have lost, but it was so much better for having won it. And my phone has been meltdown today, one way or another, either through the socials, through the podcast pages, or whatever. It's just
it's tiring, isn't it?
People from all around the country with work and that I know. Oh my God, Dave's from Grimsby. You well done, mate.
Yeah,
well, it was nothing. I didn't do much. Just stood and sweated me knackers off. With
it was a great
feeling in
night.
my stomach. Unlikely to see the like of again in the near future.
I see all these young lads, looking at these young lads in the, 10-year-old whatever, and I'm thinking, God, it don't get better than this, mate.
It's probably the first taste of it they've had, and it could be a long while again before it happens. But there's lots of other ways we can have great days now, isn't there? There's the league and that, and hopefully this will give us a springboard.
Last 3 years, the success we've had, since the promotion back to the league, and then the FA Cup and all, and now this,
all since the new owners came in.
All
shows
since
you get the
new
direction
owners,
right, get the culture right. And I was as pleased for them as anybody. See, Jason was getting interviewed on American TV from the back of his car, and he wrote an article for the Guardian in the back of the car when he was getting driven home, and whatever rush he was in when he wrote it, it certainly was from the heart. It was raw, after-match emotion.
We deserved that. Deserved to win that. Nobody can say we didn't deserve to win that game last night.
And I've not heard any dissenting voices to that, barring maybe one tweet that said we were robbed that goals and ball. But really, mate, I don't think anybody would be on your side there.
Poor old Maguire, his little smirk to the pontoon when he put his pen
the one the way he did his little facial celebration. I said he should be
embarrassed. How about that, boys?
Should be embarrassed, mate. Be embarrassed.
Unlucky, Harry.
Yeah. So we'll get back into normal operations at the weekend with the visit Bristol Rovers to Blundell Park. We'll get back to normal episodes and get back into the swing of one episode a weekend and not 3 episodes in a week. It's hard work, Steve. It's hard work, but nonetheless,
it is hard work. It's full time. It's full time job.
It's fantastic hard work. And this week has been unbelievable. And on that note, I think we can leave it there.
I think so.
And
what a day!
There's plenty of content that people could watch. The others rattling on about it again, but I'm sure it'll be well watched, as you have been watching with all the other stuff. And again, we do.
So the first time I wore my shirt last night as well.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you black and white. That was what the club had ordered, wasn't it? Get your black and whites on.
Yeah, so I was up an hour, and then you said no. They requested black and white, so I thought, right, it's a couple label off it, and out it came.
I saw a kid walking back from the ground last night, and he had like a red with a white and blue lightning flash on. The Seba one, red, blue collar and blue. And I thought, oh God, I thought it was a Man United shirt. Then I was just about to give you a
Yeah, the shirt though. The shirts last night. I thought, you can see the numbers clearly and everything. The name look really good.
It's a classy looking kit as well, and
I love the red bit here.
Yeah. And I noticed.
Can't tell if I cut myself if I bleed here.
Yeah, that's true. I noticed on the social media as well. Winner Chicken Dinner were pointing out all the times their logo had been on, and what have you. Says nobody's moaning about it now, are they?
No, that's it. Yeah, I see that a few times.
That was good. So on that note, on that happy note, I think we can do an extra special echoey of the Mariners, black and stripe, black and white stripe beauties.
Black and white army
of the chuffing Mariners.
I like that. At the end of the Mbumo penalty, when we started chanting, "We're the black and white army," and the commentator actually said, and ITV says, "Oh, he said so." He says, "Listen to that noise," and then he hit the bar. I think he went, "Listen to that noise." The commentator quite.
Nice one, mate. We will.
All right.
We will speak again soon. All the very best here.
God.
And of the Mariners. Well, that's a wrap for this week's Three Fish on This Shirt, your ultimate Grimsby Town podcast. Thanks for tuning in and being part of our community. Whether you're watching on YouTube, or listening on Apple Podcast, through Amazon, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podchaser, or anywhere else you get your podcasts from. If you're loving what we're doing, want more match analyses, in-depth discussions, exclusive interviews, then just hit subscribe. It's completely free, and it helps us grow to bring you even better content, and it keeps that Mariners conversation alive. If you want to listen on the go, just ask your smart speaker to search for Three Fish on the Shirt, Grimsby Town Podcast, or find us at any of the podcast locations we've already mentioned. Drop a comment, leave a review, and share the pod with fellow Mariners, because football's always better when we talk about it together. Until next time, up the Mariners.
Believe me.